Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, glad you stopped by.
Yes.
If you are an oldie, but oh wow, Zane's real excited that you're here.
Excited.
And have a little cold, but who cares? I'm powering through.
We're here, we're powering through, and what we're gonna do is just answer all you guys' questions that you guys posted. Thank y'all for responding.
Yep, we got a lot of good questions.
Q&A, say Q&A.
Some of y'all real funny, some of y'all just wanted to go deep. And I love it. I love all the questions. So
let's do it.
Let's take you on a journey of answering these questions.
I really want some pie. Let's go get pie.
First question.
Are you both the firstborn in your respective families?
Well, yes I am. How did you know?
And no, I'm the middle child. If you couldn't tell, I'm the middle child. Anyway, I'll leave that at that. If you're a middle child, you know. Did y'all buy a home in the country?
Wow, we're just jumping
in.
Just
jumping right in.
Okay, guys. This is not the country.
No. We didn't buy a home yet.
Not yet.
Hopefully soon.
We didn't cancel out the country just yet, but we have expanded to looking in the city, praying about where we may want to be, maybe not in Texas.
AKA, we have no idea where we're going to buy a house.
Where the Lord's leading us.
So if you know, let us know. If you know, let us know.
Yeah. Hey, you're walking.
We're walking. Everybody's coming.
You're walking.
On this journey.
Get your energy out.
On the journey. Another question. Who gives in first in an argument? AKA, who's the first one to apologize?
If you watch the Nashville vlog, you already know I stayed in silence, which is not a healthy approach at all. Fedrick is a champ.
Tell him.
I feel like you always apologize.
Otherwise, the sun will go down and we'll still be angry. They say, don't do that if you married.
Now, here's the deal. We quickly get over things.
We do.
We have only once in our marriage had an extended silence, didn't talk, and it was like
It was weird.
It was for like 6 hours the first year.
One of our craziest arguments was about pillows.
Another day, another story.
Another one about donuts.
They're never serious, but we're so passionate about our topics. Okay, next question is, what is a food that your entire family loves? I'm assuming that's Zane too. So if we have to put him into the category, that would be Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, that was my answer.
That was your answer?
Oh yeah. You'll never refuse a kid's meal at Chick-fil-A.
So chicken, waffle fries. It's not the healthiest, but it is blessed, and the Lord has approved it.
Yeah, the Lord's hands upon it.
We gotta keep moving.
You got these kids, you gotta keep moving.
Guys.
Kids, you gotta keep moving.
This is the craziest thing we've done.
Yep.
Hey, let's walk around the neighborhood and answer questions.
Did we just see a hidden restaurant?
We just saw some girls going to an iron gate.
Yeah. What is that?
We'll keep on walking.
We need to find out what that was.
Okay guys, if you didn't know, we currently live downtown Dallas.
Yeah, if you can't tell by all the cars moving.
Neighborhood.
Yep.
You must be thinking, wow, they're children and it's a lot going on. It is.
It is. It is.
And we love it for the season. But they were playing some inappropriate music.
Oh yeah.
And
we got kids.
My mom ears was like, excuse me.
Y'all need to turn that down, sir. Can you turn your music down?
One of those people.
I know. How do you feel about that? Going back to church right now?
Oh, in person.
In person. Yep.
We have gone back a couple of times.
Yep.
That's about it. We stayed masked up and
follow all the protocols that they have in place.
Texas, let me just say, Texas is a free country, is what they like to say.
Texas, wild with it.
How do you two handle arguments or animated disagreements, is what they said. I like to call it heated fellowship.
Heated fellowship, how do we handle it? Tell them.
Well, I just get it all out in true Latin style. As we were talking about heated fellowships, we were about to get into a heated fellowship about the lighting of this video. There are some things, details that certain people are tuned into, and there are other times.
I'm like, you can't sweat the small stuff.
Okay.
That's actually how we handle arguments. We come back and realize that you can't sweat the small stuff.
Detail-oriented person. Fedrick, maybe not so much. He just likes to get it done.
No, I am very detail-oriented. It's just maybe not the same details that you're oriented in.
Okay. Moving on, guys.
Where are you walking to? The garbage? No,
here's the deal.
Let's see where you walking in. Where you almost walking to?
The garbage. We are two people who love to passionately share with one another, but we are learning that, you know what, it's underrated to be the person that's always right. How do we handle it? Sometimes you just gotta walk away. Other times you just have to agree to disagree.
But all the time you need to come together and find the central part and talk it out in love, and just realize you guys are on the same team. Don't ever forget you're on the same team.
If we actually have a thing, we'll have to show you when we get home, where we put our hands on each other's shoulders. And we look each other in the eyes, and each of us is allowed 5 minutes to express their points, and the other person cannot butt in.
2 minutes. Undenied freedom, free air, free speech.
You have to listen, and that's the thing. If you're not listening with your person, then you're not respecting them.
Thank you. Thank you.
Haven, are you under there? We have just gotten our pie. Fantastic place. Emporium Pie.
You ain't been there, you better go get it.
You better get it.
So what age did you come to know Jesus or come to get saved? You're a kid, you get saved. How old were you?
Know the Lord. I was a young, wee child. Probably like 7. What'd you say?
Yeah, I probably was like 9 or something like that. And then honestly, if you saw some of our videos, I ran away from the Lord, and it probably took me till I was about like 23, 24 to really give my life to the Lord for real. For real.
I was on fire for the Lord until college. And you know, Jesus loved me.
He didn't give up
my way
on me.
Back to him.
He didn't give up on me, and he ain't gonna give up on you.
Here's another one. Tips for raising a newborn in a small place.
Ooh,
obviously,
I like this one.
We are in an apartment, downtown area, and we have been for 2 years. We actually moved down here when Zane was 10 months old.
Tip is to not try to keep the place extra clean. It ain't happening.
Make sure you have a dark space for baby to nap. That would be my only tip. So Haven sleeps, we made our closet into a mini nursery, and then when Zane was with us, we tried to make sure the room was really dark, but I think we're doing better at it. Yeah,
we're doing better with Haven than we did with Zane.
Babies don't know. They don't need a million things. They're just going to remember the good times with you and the love that you gave them.
Know where your newborn essentials are.
Yes.
Like you have to have stations, right? With your baby, a toddler. Like you have a sit-up station, you got a leaning station, you got a sleeping station. Know where they are, and try not to trip over them at night.
Yeah, and get your essentials. I think in today's day, every mom will make you feel like you need 100 things.
Yeah, you really
But
don't.
get your go-to items, your bounce thing, a sit-up thing, and a high chair, and the rest, you throw them on the bed and you golden.
Because they grow up so fast.
They really do, guys. Look at the screen wall.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely. Hi, guys. Okay, we changed locations.
New location.
How do you keep God involved in your daily decisions and life plans? Incorporating Him by being with Him. So you don't know what somebody's saying unless you have a relationship with them and you're spending time with them. So I'm a quiet time advocate. I love the space and the silence to hear God. Otherwise in the day, I'm running around going crazy. And probably Lord's like, hello, hello. So I love that still morning time, and I submit my plans to Him. It says to submit your plans to Him, and God will prosper them. And if it's His will, it will be fruitful. If it's not, you're going to get a clear no. So I say step out, find out, and that's what we do in everything. You will sense God's presence and His peace, or you won't. If you're unsure, just step out. Like, that's what faith is. It's about being risky, and I think God honors our risky, big steps of faith, but you don't have to have all the answers. So
well, nothing else to add to that.
Yes, there is. That's my personal prayer, and in the Word.
So all I'm saying is pray, pray, and include Him in the big, include Him in the small. He just wants to be a part of it.
Him.
I was going to say everything she said, so she said it all. So moving on.
How do you respond when someone comments on your children being mixed race? If you didn't know, now you know. I'm trying to understand this question. So if it's just a stranger and it's like they're asking.
Yeah, negative comments.
Is it negative comments?
Negative comments and good comments.
We already know. Yeah. Like, I have no filter, so we're gonna have a conversation. I feel as a mom, I have come into like protective mode. Like, I heard a little kid on the street, on the street, the
mean streets of the playground,
and he had said something pointed out about Zane, and like my alert was like, oh, where your mom at? No. I think it's just obviously not getting hypey, but also, you know, like, it doesn't necessarily, I guess, bug me, because I'm always ready to share, and if they want a learning moment, I am glad to be vocal about it. That probably wasn't the most godly response.
No,
but I think people should, if it is a rude comment, it is a learning moment and a time to educate. And if I think just dismissing rude comments or just dismissing means you're, you know, in agreement. Sometimes it's turning the other cheek like Jesus did. But it's also like, hey, can I talk to you about what you just said?
You get more good comments than you get bad comments.
Yeah.
In terms of
that was only that one kid at the park.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's a negative comment, like you said, you can have the conversation and address them and say this and that, you know, to try to give them a moment to understand, or because a lot of times people that say that stuff, they don't have any kind of person look different than them in their lives, so they don't talk or associate with people that are just going off stigmas. So it's an opportunity, I guess, for you to light them up a little bit.
Yeah, and I think some people light them up. I think
with the
some people, like, if you're bringing your mixed race child around them, some people feel like they have to overcompensate, like talking about the skin color or the hair, or maybe
down. You don't have to show you're overly down.
Like,
just be normal.
And you don't have to talk about my daughter's skin color. You can just
overly
like it just,
you know. Like, we know it's uncomfortable, but you don't have to make it seem uncomfortable.
You don't have to make
or like you're just not around it much, but you're okay with it, but you want to be around it more, like type of thing.
Exactly.
Nobody wants to be around you and doing all that.
I think I'm used to this because some of you don't know, I am half white, half Mexican, and so I have grown up in this world, and my mom, you know, feeling like she was the babysitter of us. And so I just have been around this conversation a lot.
If it's good, we like it good. If it's negative, you know, you give them a chance and you smile at them, let them enjoy what they're seeing. If it's something, it's a hard issue for them, the Holy Spirit's going to do the convicting. The Holy Spirit's going to get them.
Exactly.
So you don't really have to try to like hit them over the head with a interracial bat. Let the Holy Spirit do the thing.
I think for the most part, like Fedrick's saying, people are very, now you got this neck snaps in the mall. Like, everyone wants to see the mixed baby.
I love when people look. So I say, go ahead, look at this, because this right here is beautiful, and you need to take all this in, because this is going to keep moving forward where we going. We go on places, and we going to keep moving, so take your glances now. but we moving.
Okay. Literally, people are really sweet. So, for the most part, people are really sweet. How do we raise biracial children to love all of who they are and not feel like they have to favor one side or another of their race? How do we implement and encourage them to know and love their roots?
Like we try to encourage our kids, and Zane, obviously Haven's too young right now, but Zane gets to see his mom, he gets to see his dad, and every day he sees his mom and his dad in love with each other. And as he gets older, we'll explain to him like, hey, you have these roots, you have these roots, and there's different cultures associated with these roots, and you can love them all, and they make you uniquely you, and we love them all. That's why we fell in love, and you get to love all the sides, all the components of you, and you get to be kind of like a bridge for a lot of different people because you have some of this, some of that, and you can side with whatever side you want to, and it's okay. It's your choice, and because no side is better, no side is, you know, more amazing than the other side. It's God created all these flavors of people and flavors of people and you know what I'm saying, all the flavors and spices of us all, and we're all uniquely made and we're all uniquely masterpieces, and he's gonna know that, he's gonna love that. And he's going to walk around boldly and confident knowing who he is and whose he is.
Boom. I don't got to say nothing else. But I do. I think one of the biggest things, too, is to see each other celebrate our differences.
Yes.
So if one parent is overly kind of the person that's about their traditions or where they grew up or this is how we do it, the other one just kind of gets put into the back burner. But I think, oh God.
Back.
But I think if you're celebrating who I am and my culture and the things that have made me, as vice versa, also putting them in the environments, like.
And you know what's crazy about that?
Okay.
And you might say it, but the first trip we took Zane on, not really knowing, was we took him to Mexico.
That's true.
And Jaclyn's half Mexican, half Caucasian. And the second trip we took him on, we took him to the Bahamas.
That's true.
So he's already been to places where our heritage are linked to.
Exactly.
Like, so without even knowing that, we're already like living that out without even like trying hard to do it. You know, it's just happening organically.
Exactly. So always celebrating it and then letting him decide what he connects with, because you know,
he gets to choose.
He gets to choose, but always reminding of him of his roots and celebrating that. And I think what better to do that than go to the motherland.
Exactly, and support his choices.
Are both sides of your families accepting now with your marriage relationship? And do you spend time with them?
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, we saved a juicy one for the end. Yes. So Fedrick's family never had an issue.
Come this far.
It's all on my side. And
lean on the Lord.
Yes, we will have to share that redemptive story very soon. But
360 turns.
As some of you know or don't know, my dad ended up passing 2.5 years ago. Yep. And Fedrick and him have a fabulous story of that. And my dad truly came to love and respect and honor Fedrick. And that was the greatest gift I could receive as a daughter. And of course my mom loves him. And so you never know.
And we spent a lot of seasonal holidays together. Christmases, Thanksgivings, even a couple New Year's.
How could you just not love this space? Like how? But you know, you have to know, like, one season does not dictate your entire life. So if you're going through something hard right now, just remember it's not forever, and God can do the impossible, because he did it with our relationship.
If he did it for us, he can do it for you. So just have faith. Let this be encouraging to you if you're walking through that and you feel like it's hard and nobody else knows what you're going through and you don't think it's ever going to work out. Just know that God did it for us and he can do it for you. Just hold faith, stay strong, keep following him, trust him, believe him. He'll do it in his timing, not yours though. Not yours, because if he did it in my timing, it would happen a lot sooner. But I'm just glad it happened.
Exactly.
And we good now. We good.
That's all we have for you guys.
We good.
All you guys that asked the specific love, relationship,
oh, they
dating
coming.
questions,
We got those coming.
we
your
got
way,
the
though.
next video for
Watch
you.
out.
It's gonna be
like
spicy. Okay, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next video.
Hit that. Wait, you know what? Smash that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button.
Well,
let's go.
You're actually doing too much, and I've decided we need a unison.
A what?
Like way of saying goodbye to the people.
What's that?
We're gonna come up with it.
Okay,
if you have an idea,
let's think of how we're gonna say goodbye right now. Okay, you do it on 3. 1.
No, we haven't. We're getting
2,
offline and talking
3.
about it. We're getting offline. We're gonna.
Bye, guys.
That's it. Bye, guys.
Salud. I was trying to think of some different languages. How do you say bye in Spanish?
Adios.
Adios. I think. Oh God. Back.
Oh, it's gonna be spicy.